I think we're seeing a very pro-business new administration now in place. I think since November, it is also reflected in the market and the price. There's a wave of optimism coming out of the US. We are expecting to have better clarity in terms of the rule, whether for trading, for stable coins, and there are a lot of discussion and we're actively participating into those. I think the US new administration really wants the US to become that capital and regain leadership for digital assets. So we're keen to participate in this, what we call the new golden age of crypto in the US.
What do you think the time frame is? Because regulation always lags behind innovation, particularly in this space.
Well, I think there's a working group that is going through that within the next 3 to 4 months to come up with recommendation. I think we'll have more clarity by then. Probably stablecoin and then trading, and which agencies, CFTC, SEC, and all others will be looking at those. I think hopefully will be clarified by then, and then we can take it forward.
Crypto.com has a lot of partnerships in sport, very well-known partnerships. Recently, there was some Super Bowl market contracts that also have come under regulatory scrutiny as well in terms of what constitutes gaming under the relevant law, is my understanding here. How much of a setback will that be in terms of your plans on that front, sports gaming?
I think we're quite innovator in this space, and we wanted to bring proper financial contracts to what we call prediction market or event contracts environment, which I think gives a lot more protection for consumers. They have the ability to enter a contract, they can exit it, they can hedge it, which is much better than when you can see in traditional gaming. So I think for us, it's a good innovation, but we have very strong dialogue with the CFTC and different stakeholders, the leagues, etc., to make sure those are done with the ecosystem and we can progress forward. Those contracts are still live and we're still growing this opportunity, but we want to do it in a way that includes all participants.
I have to ask you about outlook for Bitcoin, all things considered.
I mean, well, long-term believer in blockchain technology and Bitcoin in particular. So I think there may be short-term volatility, especially the macro environment is still quite volatile. Inflation is not completely gone. So I think those parameters are still there in the short term, but long-term is a great asset for store of value. You can see most of the large players in the world today, whether they are large asset managers like BlackRock, Fidelity, Franklin Templeton, are all investing, offering products for their consumers, recommending allocation in Bitcoin 3 to 5% in people's portfolio. So I think the long-term perspective is very positive. Short-term, there may be some volatility.
What about